Hello, editors! So, you're watching Edited, and today, for my first video, I'm going to show and teach you the bases of After Effects. And I know that it's a software that looks scary, but I promise it is easy to use, easier than CapCut, in my case. And it is all about logic. Let's dive into it. So first thing first, let me explain to you the workspace we got here. But before, just know that to get here, you have to create a new project and then a new composition. Okay, now let's actually get into the whole workspace thing. Here's the video. I guess I can call it that way. Maybe a better term for it would be the rendering or the playback. Here you have the place where you can import your clips, pics. You can also find your compositions here. And that's basically it. Here we got one of the most confusing spot. That place contains all you need. Character settings, the gigantic, huge amount of effects. Here we got the aligning tool to make everything centered, the tracker, which is a bit too complicated for now, and I'm passing many. Now, on the top here, we got many really useful tools and stuff, just like masks, texts, brushes to paint, and once again, I'm missing few. Down here is also really important. Here you activate 3D, motion blur, which is the best for smoothness. You can also mute or blind a clip. It's also here that you're going to transform your clips and pics and solids and much stuff. Here you got the scale, position, rotation, anchor point, and opacity. Can you see that little thing over here? Well, it's for keyframes. Click on it, and you'll settle a key. Also, something really important about Workspace is to know how to fix it if you accidentally, delete a window. To fix it, you just have to click on Window, then on Workspace, and on Reset All Panels. Okay, so now that you know where to find your tools, I'm going to show you how to do this transition step by step to teach you the bases. First, to import a clip or whatever you want, you can right-click on here, then Import Files, then you select what you want to import. Now I will mark the place where I want the picture to change with this tool here. Really useful to mark beats. I also changed the resolution to quarter for a faster playback. Sometimes it'll look a bit pixeled, but the rendering at the end will be on full resolution. Then I'm dragging down my clips and adjust them so they're on the beat. To split, do Ctrl-Shift-D. Here you can zoom in and out your workspace, kinda. Okay. So, next step for this transition is the scale zooming in. For this, I open the scale by clicking on S, then I add a keyframe at the beginning where I size the picture up to fill the screen, and then I add 1A the end and size it up even more. I select the keys and easy ease them so we can use graphics, and I copy them by clicking on Ctrl and C at the same time. Then I paste it to the other clip with Ctrl V. Now for the graphs, you need select at least one key. This is the one I chose. Then click on here. I personally like to work with speed graphs better, so that's what I'm going to do. Here's how to change it. More the part of the graph is up, more that part will go fast. I want it to be fast at the end, so here's how mine looks like. Now for the other pic, I am doing the same thing, but make it faster at the beginning. We now have a zoom in transition. Now for those black circles here, we'll have to create a solid. To do that, right-click pretty much anywhere, go into New, then Solid. You can choose the color and the format of it here. I'll just keep it black for my part. Make sure the solid is on top layer. If not, we won't see it because it'll be under the pictures. Now with this tool, we will create a circular mask. To make it circular, click on Q2 times on your keyboard. Before applying any mask, make sure the layer you want to create a mask on is selected. If not, it'll just create a shape. Now, as you can see, the circle is clearly not centered, so we'll use the aligning tool. Really easy. Click on Align, then those two. Done. Next step is to split the solid on the beat. You now have two parts, and on the first part, invert the mask. Now size up the first part until it looks like that. Add a keyframe at the end of that part. Then settle a keyframe at the beginning and size up until you can't see any black borders. Then go on the beginning of the second part and add a keyframe and make the scale the same as the last keyframe of the first part. Then at the end, make the scale at 0. Now easy ease them and do the same graphs we did earlier. Should look like this. But to make sure it's smooth enough, add motion blur. So that was it for the tutorial. I hope this helped, and be aware to my next content coming because the next videos might be helpful too. Thank you for watching, and I do take tutorial requests for my next videos, so leave a comment. Goodbye, editors!